I know you're saying this because you think focusing on money is the matrix itself. But you're playing the game of life, aren't you? I know I am, and I'd rather max out my stats. If making over $25,000 in 4 days trading with Trey isn't escaping the matrix, then what is? Maybe you're right. Maybe there is no way out. But in this one life I have, let me at least cop my parents a crib and bless my day ones.
What's up, y'all? Let's talk earnings for February 26th. Got a lot of big companies reporting today, starting with Nvidia. All right, we got Nvidia reporting their earnings today. I'm going to tell you guys how I feel you need to play that. Also, CRM reports earnings today. Snow reports earnings today. So let's get into it. But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, all right? So earnings today, what do I think? So Nvidia reports after the bell. And the thing to understand about earnings is that the revenue beat is not really all that important because the market is very forward thinking. So doesn't really care what they've done in the past 3 months. What they care about is the guidance, which means what are they doing for the next 3 to 6 months or a year. So on the earnings call, the CEO comes out and basically guides out, or they may guide down if they don't have the orders, but they give you an idea of, hey, this is how many orders we have for the next year. And that's really what moves the stock price. So Nvidia, they could guide up or they could guide down. Now, I think that Jensen would guide up. I know Nvidia they've got orders from Tesla. They've got orders from Meta. They got all kind of orders. The only thing that kind of gives me cause to pause is the fact that President Trump has been threatening to put limits on semiconductors, put limits on chips. So it can happen a couple ways. Jensen can come out and guide way up, and maybe he doesn't mention those limits. I don't know if that conversation has happened between Trump and Jensen yet. But if they guide out, let's say $6 billion, then the stock is going to open up tomorrow 150 or higher. But if they come out and they have to guide down because the United States is putting a limit on who they can sell to, then the stock's obviously going to fall probably to the 110 something area. So the smart thing to do for Nvidia shareholders is guide way out. If I'm Jensen, just guide way out. I'd guide out $6 to $8 billion, let the stock do its thing. Then if Trump comes back and puts these limits on the company, then the stock will, revert back to somewhere around the price where it is right now, in the 120s, 130s. And then it's not really that bad. You really haven't lost any money. The best way to play earnings, I wouldn't play Nvidia directly. I would play like a sympathy play off of Nvidia, like Avago. I would trade Avago. If you think Nvidia is going to guide up, then just take Avago. It'll probably hit 220 to 240 if Nvidia is good. Now, obviously, if Nvidia is if Nvidia doesn't do well, then Avago is not going to do well either. But the earnings plays, I don't like playing the direct earnings. The contracts are way too juiced, but you can play the sympathy plays. I also like Snow for earnings. The problem is that Snow has never beat 2 quarters in a row, right? So they beat last quarter, guided up. It's never happened back to back. So I don't really know about that one. CRM also has earnings today. So if earnings are all good, the stock market tomorrow, we'll start climbing back towards all-time highs. That's just the way things go. But if we have a bad earnings, then the market could possibly crater tomorrow. So we'll see. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's your boy Trey from DigitalDollarstrading.com.